myself, and I don't know, taking care of one deer, that's no problem. Taking care of 2 deer tonight, that's, you know, that's fine, but I don't know if I want to go for 3. 1, maybe 2. We'll see how it plays out tonight. But so my goal is to take a late season doe. It's about 31 degrees right now. We got snow last night. It was kind of a nasty, snowy, rainy, like freezing rain mix kind of stuff last night, and so I don't know down south, because I'm in Allegan County right now, and I got to drive down to St. Joseph. I don't know how much snow they have there. It'd be nice if they had a little bit. I always like hunting in the snow, but I don't know. So we'll see when we get there. I know it's supposed to be more rain than it was snow down there, but it's about 31 degrees, and there's hardly any wind at all today. It's a west wind, with what wind there is, and I think the stand that I'm going to be going to is overlooking an alfalfa field, and my dad shot a pretty nice doe out of that field last night, and he saw quite a few more does there, and so that's kind of my plan. There's a stand there that nobody has sat in since last late season, so I'm going to go sit there, and I'm going to overlook this alfalfa field, and I'm not real picky when it comes to does, so 1.5 and older, that's all it takes for me to shoot doe. So hopefully get it done nice and early, and I can clean it up in the light yet, and get loaded up and get out of here, and I guess sit back and wait till next season and try to kill my time with some fishing, some predator hunting, and some turkey hunting in the spring. So that about wraps it up, and I'll check back in with you guys when I'm there, and stay tuned, and hopefully take a doe. Maybe 2. We'll see how I feel. Maybe 2. For sure 1, maybe 2. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But for sure take a doe tonight, and yeah, and just hang out, relax, reminisce, and look forward to 2021. So I will see you guys when I get to the property. Alright, so as you can see, I am here and I'm in the tree. I snuck in nice and quiet and got my gear set up. I had 3 does that were bedded right along this the edge of this field, that I busted on the way in, which kind of sucks, but I pretty much figured that would happen. They took off down into the valley that's to my left. Maybe they'll come back tonight, but I kind of doubt it. There should be other deer that come to this field, though. So the way this stand sets up is off to my right side. I have an alfalfa field, and there's a little bit of light snow here, but not a ton, which I'm good with. Basically, I'm right on the edge of the field, so anything that's out in the field I should be able to shoot. Coming up back behind me, there's a 2-track that comes up a pipeline, and at the bottom of the hill, there's a valley that a lot of deer like to bed in, and this whole field has a ridge that runs along the south side of it, and a lot of deer like to bed on that south ridge. So the wind is kind of coming right off of the field and blowing down over that ridge. So I am running my P7 Sanctuary out of my wind scent as a cover scent here in the tree with me. There's very little wind, so it's probably not traveling all that far. But especially with potential thermals and everything, you never know what might be happening with your scent. So I like to run that P7 Sanctuary as a cover scent almost every time that I'm in the stand. The leaves should be nice and crunchy, so I should be able to hear if anything's coming in. I've got my 450 Bushmaster, and I guess now it's just time to wait, and hopefully a doe comes out. So here goes nothing. All right. So there's not much footage on that one, but she came right out at probably 75 or 80 yards and put it right behind the shoulder and touched it off, and she actually ran towards me and piled up right there. She's only maybe 60 yards from me right now. I think it's probably a 1.5, maybe a 2.5-year-old doe, but last day of my last hunt, last hour of my last hunt for the year, and I got a nice doe. It's 70 yards from me right now, so 450 did the trick. Sweet. I think she's dead right there. She hasn't moved. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, make sure she doesn't get up or anything, but I'm gonna get down and get her all cleaned up. Well, it's still light yet, it looks like, so. Sweet, awesome end to the 2020 deer season. All right, so I've given her a few minutes and she hasn't moved at all, so I got my stuff all taken down out of the tree, and I'm gonna head over there and check her out. All right, here she is. December 31st, last day of my deer season. I could have come out tomorrow if I wanted to, but I gave it one last sit tonight going for a doe, and I was able to get one. She came out not too far from here, maybe 60 yards from this spot. There's 2 other younger ones with her, and she looked big enough, so I let her have it with the 450, and man, she didn't run all that far at all, and collapsed right there in the field. So it went pretty well. It's still daylight, so I'll be able to clean her up a little bit. Well, it's still somewhat light, and get back on the road home in time for some New Year's celebration. So